Hello, welcome back. Do you remember the first time you started to drive? And how exciting you were, or exciting it was, and how excited you were. I remember, my first bicycle. I was actually talking to my sister about this, and, the reasons why driving is fun, why cars are fun, why people like cars, why people like driving. It's more than, a utility. I remember, yeah, I'm sure your parents would remember your first steps and how excited they were and how excited you were because you probably, when you first started walking and you took your first steps, you had this great big smile on your face as a little kid, as a toddler. But then you wrap it up and then you get your first bicycle. And all of a sudden, maybe all of a sudden, you get your first bicycle, all of a sudden, the radius of your world opens up. Brand new places to explore, new things to experience. And our brains are built for that. Our brains are built for those new experiences. We get all kinds of dopamine. That's why people like travel. That's why people like trying new things, new foods, new cultures, new this, new that, new television shows, new, new, new. It's like crack. But you get your first bicycle, this whole new world opens up that you never knew existed before. And, you're filled with this joy, excitement, this thrill of adventure, this thrill of, you know, exploration. Because that's what you did on a bicycle. As a little kid, you and your friends got on your bikes and you went, found this trail, or went to this other neighborhood, or this other cul-de-sac, even. You know, finally, your parents let you out of your cul-de-sac or your the block that you're allowed to ride around in. And you go down the street. Next, you're going to the store with your friends, or you know. And the same thing about a car. When you first get your first car, not your driver's license, maybe your driver's license, and maybe access to a car. But when you get your first car, where it's yours, and you're so excited because now, what does it mean, right? Like independence. You don't have to rely on somebody else. You don't have to rely on a bus service or Uber, or you just don't have to rely on somebody else. Anytime you want, boom, jump in the car. You do things like you plan road trips. You're like, hey, I got a new car. Let's go for a ride. I want to drive to this place an hour away. You know, let's go camping. Just so that you can go spend time in your car, listen to music, chat with a buddy, and explore the world around you. You know, first cars. I remember some of the first cars, and my very first car, I drove it into the ground. I'll admit that. Piled friends in it, drove all over the country with it. It was hilarious. I loved it. Do you have a good memory of your first car? Or was it horrifically traumatic, maybe? I don't know. Got into a car and nothing but problems and headaches, accidents, or. Sure. Write it down in the comments. Be fun to hear. Like and subscribe.